multiple people, or these people try to add themselves out of my life that I'm manipulating. They look into evidence, claim my life goes into other things. They constantly claim I have features I don't, or inviolables I don't. They collaborate that they have a reason out of harassment, including my family, to add themselves out of my life where I live in my family's house by rights, acting like they have a reason, a right to have an opinion where I live here by my rights outside of that, and pay rent here. They may take the things I do out of context, yet again, way out of context, when it was usually something very small to collaborate with that. Like at most, I may borrow my phone's charger, I may borrow a household resource, use a household, on some small level, a big level, at most. I stay in my environment most of the time, keep myself busy. Oftentimes I hear voices, sometimes you'll see me argue with them. I oftentimes keep myself busy on social media. If I run out of a charger, my family doesn't, and that's all I have is my phone each month, where I get my resources. Oftentimes I may try to borrow my family's charger, my mom's charger when she's not, when she's sleeping or whatever else, when she's, not around or whatever else, and, because I have no other resources, my charger broke. My family doesn't show signs of want to help me on any level when my charger breaks, and they often show signs of trying to leave me without complete resources. I've been adults, so that they show signs of collaborating with professionals out of false context, as multiple people try to claim that I have mental health features I don't. They just claim this is a thing. They show signs of just claiming this is the thing for why they call this viable. They try to look in. They show signs of trying to look into. I've always been a person citing backgrounds and platforms of my life, going back into whatever other time in my life, my young adulthood, even my, especially my adulthood, my young adulthood, my early adulthood when I was like 18, and covering that has that backgrounds and platforms of my life, the times of my life had other features, and oftentimes they may use backgrounds and platforms going back into whatever other time, even to collaborate. Yeah, they may use a background platform, but yet again, collaborate my life has whatever other future at any point in time. They show signs of doing this. They look into evidence deeply to collaborate with my life out of false context. My family, whoever else, they oftentimes just give my life whatever future. They may do that in scenarios. They oftentimes look into evidence of my life and things that I'm doing in situations, oftentimes to show signs of collaborating that my life has other features in them, or that the things I did went into other features, backgrounds, platforms, things I'm doing in situations. The professionals seem to do this falsely as well, through my outpatient diagnoses, where they seem to connect with it and act like they're viable or entitled to my life outside of my boundaries and rights. With my outpatient diagnosis, multiple people collaborate with this because they, like I said, oftentimes claim that I have a high jealousy thing with me, and they constantly claim they have a viable reason to have an opinion. Where yet again, they look into evidence and try to build court cases outside of my boundaries of rights.